front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. He's looking to throw. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A gain makes it second and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
And the Trojans pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And he drops back in the gun. That's caught. It's Miller. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to throw again. Running back grabs it on a screen. They'll make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call on that screen play.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the Trojans begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It is intercepted. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up and makes a big play.
This just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You get a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Got way downfield and still running inside the 20. They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Buckeyes line up with a 1st and goal. Looking for a receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Scarlett. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Great connection there for 6 points. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Wide open downfield. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's a nice throw and a great catch by this USC wide receiver to pick up a 1st down. And boy, oh boy, USC quarterbacks and receivers, efficiency and timing and speed and execution, boy, they are putting it on display once again today.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. The sure hands. It's Sims. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Sims. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. 1st and goal for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Will look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, USC. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And there's the point after. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. In the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Contact as he let the ball go. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And now the first play of this drive will begin at the 36. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Makes a quick grab. He has 1st down yardage at the 46.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Quick throw. The catch is made. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. It's a solid game to pick up the 1st down on what will be likely the final play of this 1st quarter. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one in this conference championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we move to the 2nd quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. It's an out route, the catch made. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
They convert on 3rd down and move the football to the 25.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the Trojans with 1st and 10 here. They'll run it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job with this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
The key on a third down between the quarterback and the wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Going again on 2nd and 10. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
He knocks it through with confidence. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Bell. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
There's the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Important second down play coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Looking for a man. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
The pass rush gets home.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
That takes a big bounce and goes all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Looking to throw it on first down. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the off.
There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Not much on the return, but the hit will set up the offense at the 35.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Grab behind the line. It's Fowler. Breaks into the clear, and he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. They start the drive with a good throw to the right. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Here's the second down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the Trojans pick up enough to get a first down there. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the out route. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
First down, looking to throw the football. Caught! He's wide open, look out! Tackle, but first down. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He pulls in the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Makes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Dump off, caught by the running back. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Pass is tipped at the line and will fall incomplete. Good play.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And the Trojans will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And he goes down, but the important thing, it's enough to move the sticks and a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker. And the Trojans come to the line to run the hurry up. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. And the Trojans will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Makes a quick catch. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looking for 6. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That pass is caught. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it down the middle. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock. After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to begin the second half. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with the pass game. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. At the 25 at 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Short connection to the tight end here. Nobody can bring him down. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Grab down the middle. It's Fowler.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Tries the right with a quick throw. He's got it in the open. That's enough to move the sticks and give him a 1st down at the 41.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Buckeyes pick up enough for a 1st down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Makes the catch for the defense, breaks on the ball, and it's a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's going to take off here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. And the wideout goes in motion. The shotgun run call. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And they trap him for a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And that one's straight down the middle. And the game is now tied. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
offense back on the field. Trying to catch the defense with the draw. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, the timing and the fake on this play was so good, you almost think it's a magical act, right? The magician is showing you something, and then you realize it's not really there. He's creating an illusion, and the illusion was that they're going to throw the football. It looked like a pass play, but instead, they turned it into a draw. The offensive linemen were able to get out in front. They drew the defensive line upfield and beat them at their own game. That's why they picked up big yards and separated.
So 2nd and 10 here as they try to stay out of 3rd and long here in this tie game in the 3rd quarter. Second down, they're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Wideouts now clustered. Send the back in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Oh, he's bringing it back. Inside the 10. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, they come out of that nickel package, and the move pays off, gives them the extra defensive back on the field, a little bit more speed and awareness, and it pays off with this big interception.
Suddenly off the interception, it's 1st and goal for this offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Bell. But the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now. Caught behind the line. It's Bell. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
Let's see what they can do here. 3rd down and goal from the 1. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
Because that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Throw now on 1st down. The ball is caught.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And the Trojans looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Sims. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Well, we've seen them do this in the past. A good throw, get the 1st, and here comes the tempo.
Pulls it in. It's Sims. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Looking to throw again. Bringing pressure. Caught near the sticks. It's Sims. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. And the Trojans are going to keep this drive moving. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
The game makes it second and medium. Wants to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. And the Trojans will have 1st and 10 here.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
And that run produces a decent gain. The game makes it second and medium. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Trojans looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, USC.
A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Looks left and finds his target there. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense is threatening here. Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Running with purpose. Breaks loose at the 45. He's in the clear. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
Chris, let's give the back a lot of credit on this play. I thought he might be brought down for a short gain, but he just kept giving great effort, and he picks up a lot of these yards after contact.
On the run, it's Jones. Has it back to the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. And the Trojans will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed by the receiver. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Any offense loves to call a play on 1st and 5 after that offsides penalty. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Miller. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the Trojans line up on 1st and 10 now.
Well, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on 1st down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a 1st down to 17. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. They keep him off bounds for the run. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Pass caught. Can he get in? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. And the Trojans will line up here on 1st down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USC.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
He does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the 4th quarter. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He finds the running back in the flat. It's a nice game. He moved the football up to the 27.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Here's the handoff.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
2nd down after that previous play. They'll run it from the gun. The Buckeyes offense is on the move now.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Play action here on first down. It's a dart right down the middle. The deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They jump on top now here in the fourth. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting them in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Trojans offense is back out on the field. The conference championship may come down to this drive. Can they reach the end zone? Short pass finds the tight end. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. And the Trojans come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. And it's a bunch formation. Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. But they don't connect. It's incomplete. And it brings up fourth down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's fourth down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock.
You know, here in the fourth quarter with the lead, and you're the defense, I don't mind giving up some completions, but you can't let these guys get out of bounds and save the clock.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Gets laid on the out route. And he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That is perfect execution there. Ball handed off. They keep feeding the running back, but he's had nowhere to go tonight. They've been dominating the line stretch. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Tight end goes in motion. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? They'll look to throw it here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Makes the read. Can he get there? They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this fourth down. Great job here by the D.
Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
What a touchdown here to pull them within one with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But you could go for two to try to take the lead.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Crowd getting cranked up, trying to help this defense on the final drive. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Nice grab. It's Fowler. They bring him down quickly. A short pitching catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Second down, we're going to throw it. The receiver grabs it. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38. And a timeout is called to talk strategy here. Tie game late in the fourth quarter. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 5-yard penalty makes it first and 15 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Solid tackle, able to get him down. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. He's found some room at the 45. They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's running out of time here. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite. See if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. So here we go. The offense has 1st and goal here in overtime. Muscles past the defender. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. So here we go. Biggest play of the game. Can the offense punch it in on 3rd and goal in OT? Here's a run call on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone to take the lead here in OT.
A little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead.
That makes the score USA 45, Ohio State 38.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes a handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
He'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Now they'll set up 3rd and goal. They've got 2 plays left. They got to punch it in or it's game over. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. That's made on the left side. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. You kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
So we're still tied now heading into the first play of double overtime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's an outbound, the catch made. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone. QB keeper all the way. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. So the offense now will set up first and goal here in double overtime. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. First and goal, handoff. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
So we're set up now for the biggest third down attempt all game. Can the offense punch it in here in overtime? The receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. So now the field goal team is out here trying to take the lead here in overtime. He made it. 3 points on the board. And with that, they retake the lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So they line up now knowing a touchdown wins the football game. You need a field goal at least to force another overtime. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Throws it to the right, and that pass falls incomplete. So third down and medium. Can the defense get a stop and force a field goal attempt? Shotgun formation here on third down. Catch made on the out route. He'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
What a valuable commodity for this offense. You get down into the red zone, the defense is worried about the receivers to the outside. Who better to get the ball to than the big tight end to be able to pick up a first down down in the red area? Beautiful play.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run. So now it's first down and goal. A great chance to win the game right here. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. hauls it to the line to run the hurry up. Now the defense will spend a timeout. No room for mental errors on that side here in overtime. Second and goal from the 1. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern.